I just want to go ahead and leave a mining review on this unit right here. I bought it and I set it up around 11 a.m. this morning. It's about 1 a.m. The same, or I guess the next day. And so it's been about 13, 14 hours, but let's just call it 12 hours. And so just to be clear, this is a CyberPowerPC. Main things, it's got the AMD Ryzen 5 3600 and then the AMD Radeon RX580. And so that's kind of the main setup here that I'm looking at. And so I've been running it on nicehash, no overclocking, nothing. I just straight up plugged it in, threw it on nicehash, and just kind of saw where it would go. And if we just want to look at my realistic earnings here, they're about half of what it estimated. So when we look over here, I was mining earlier on something else, but if we just kind of bring it down here to where I started with this machine, we can see that my average return has been 38. It would be $1.38 on 24 hours, and that's that amount in Bitcoin. And so I've been running it for some time now, and like I said, about 14 hours. And if we look here, I've used about 3.6 kilowatt hours, and when we're looking at a 10-cent return, 10 cent per kilowatt hour here in Texas, that's kind of that basically means I'm spending about 60 to 70 cents per day, and that's going to eat into this profit right over here because this is not profit, it's just revenue. And so realistically, I'm looking at maybe a 60, 70 cent per day return, which is pretty crap. But then again, we are just running a single GPU here. I'm gonna go ahead and look into getting another GPU, but obviously at the moment it's really difficult to do that. But I did want to just kind of see how this machine would do just straight out the box. And usually I do have everything else not plugged in, but just for this video I went ahead and I plugged everything in, and I'll go ahead and keep an eye on this stuff, and I'll keep everything updated.